Marksmanship is a component skill that's done in isolation. You know, a deadlift is strength in isolation. It's not playing football, but every football player deadlifts. You got to be good at deadlifting to have the power, to have the acceleration, the explosive power. But it's not football. Deadlifting is not football, but it's necessary to build the skills for football. Okay, so it's like we look at general, and I say we, the general shooting public, outside of people that shoot competitively, that really have dove into the shooting part, we don't look at the shooting side the way we look at just sports in general, and we should.
So this is the reason why Mike Pannoni is what I consider a national treasure. I've been following Mike since, I think, 2009 or 2010. Like most people I started to follow since 2009 and 2010, I started to ignore. Mike is essentially the only one constantly evolving, constantly dropping the same quality of knowledge. Mike has a great point, and he made this point super clear, super understandable. What he's talking about is essentially like isolated skills. Like the tactical community has a hard time understanding isolated skills. And we just pick up his deadlifting example. Like deadlifting is an important thing for a football player. You're not playing football when you're deadlifting, and this is like the exact thing that people that pledge for combat shooting and tactical shooting don't get. They try to simulate a gunfight, so the football game, as close as possible. But at the same time, they are watering down all those isolated components. Like, let's just say we are doing a break contact drill on the flat range. So we got a lot of movement. We've got a lot of tactical considerations. We've got a lot of decision-making considerations. And like the shooting part itself, which we're here to train, gets watered down. And even if we take like the deadlift example, if deadlifting, so powerlifting is your thing, you will spend some time of your training deadlifting, but most of your time will be spent doing different exercises to get better at deadlifting. Because you take a look at this contextual environment and you're picking apart isolated micro skills that you want to improve. You put them into a lab environment. It's not a realistic environment. You're not doing a contest at this point. You try to harness this lab environment. So what the tactical shooters do is the exact opposite. What they do is they water down the lab environment to make it as close as possible to reality. And this way, all the data we get out of that, for example, progression, gets watered down. That's what it is. And Mike just dropped a massive truth bomb here. What is totally normal, totally accepted for all of the sports community, all of the education community, is totally ignored by a large chunk of the tactical space. And Mike, if you're looking at this, I still owe you some time on the range.